Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 9th. You have this Come to the Edge card and this Deep Knowing card. That Come to the Edge card kind of represents pushing yourself to that point where you would normally give up on something and then going a little bit further. So it kind of says that, to be successful at something, sometimes we have to just push ourselves just a little bit, and that's where success is. The Deep Knowing card is probably something that you literally already know because we have the King of Swords right here. If there was a card that kind of represented deep knowing in the tarot, it would probably be the King of Swords. So I think that a lot of you already know something about a situation in your life, and I feel like you need to trust what you know. And it's just that simple here, Scorpio. So there you go. You have the Justice card, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Swords coming up in your current general energies. The Justice card is a card of like cause and effect and needing to pay attention to like what's working and what's not working. And I definitely feel that with the Justice card. I feel that a lot of you, I kind of feel that this Justice card is very general. I feel like it's saying that a lot of you could probably end situations in your life a lot sooner. And I'm not talking about like just like one thing either. I think that a lot of you have become very good judges, right? And you're very good at judging situations. And I really feel you need to trust that. Like I said, it feels very general to me. And it also feels like something that you are going to be continuing to work on for like years to come, right? So I think a lot of you are going to be really trusting yourselves more, which of course is a good thing. You have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords can represent a round situation. I would say the good news about this reading is I feel like you're getting out of a situation that has just been repeating over and over and over again in your life. It's kind of funny because for many, many readings this year, Scorpio, you've had the Tower with me. And this one, we don't have the Tower, although we're going to clarify, and I don't want to speak too soon. But you don't have the tower, at least in the main reading. And so a lot of you maybe have been experiencing like a prolonged tower moment, or a tower moment. I think towers get blown out of proportion. A tower is just you coming down to reality, and it's you accepting a new reality. That's what the tower is all about. But obviously if you have been forced into a new reality, it can take a while to get used to that new reality. And I kind of feel the Nine of Swords is saying you're finally kind of coming to an end of that period of time, right? You have the King of Swords. There's something that you know that you need to trust, because we go up King of Pentacles to the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is a victory. And I really feel this is one of those moments where you could just know something, and I feel like you need to trust it. We have the High Priestess right here, and the High Priestess is very intuitive. So this could be something that you are sensing intuitively in your life, and it looks to me like it's something that you could be investing in. And I'm not talking about necessarily your money either. It looks to me like it's something that you could be working on, or like a person you're giving energy to, or a situation that you're giving energy to. And I think this is saying like you really need to trust your intuition here. With the Justice card, you have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups can be regrets or sadness. But again, with the Justice card, it's like with justice, you have a choice. You can focus on the spilt wine, or you can focus on the two cups over here, where you get the bridge and the castle as well. And the Five of Cups has a very easy solution. It says you need to be grateful for what you have, and then you get the bridge and the castle. So I literally feel justice is saying you will get in life what you focus on. And the Five of Cups is basically saying the same thing. You will get what you focus on, so make sure to focus on the good stuff. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant can be marriage, of course. Some of you could be going through like a breakup or a separation, or that could be the new reality that you have had to accept, is like being single or, being on your own. So I definitely get that feeling here. The other thing I will say is that these two cards are cards of convention. The Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. They both represent the way things have always been done. The Hierophant is traditional belief. Again, the King of Pentacles, card of convention. He just believes the same thing over and over and over again because that's what he does. And, I think in a lot of ways, the Nine of Swords could say, and, definitely a tower moment, even though you don't have the tower here, can be a situation where you have believed something, a belief system, or, an idea for a very long time. And this could be you figuring out that a belief that you have is not true, or maybe you're realizing that the world is different than you thought. And so you could be adapting to these new changes. With the King of Swords, you have the Strength card. Yes, you have developed a lot of strength, and you have been conquering yourself. She is taming this lion, But that lion really is her. It is her inner voice. It is her inner critic. And she is the one that is getting the lion to submit to her. So I think a lot of you have been doing like a lot of work on yourself. Next, you have in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this love card and you also have this cleansing card. So there definitely could be healing and love entering into your life, which would be a good thing. You have the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Devil. So Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, happy home, happy family, just a happy vibe and happy energy. Some of you clearly could be attracting an earth sign. You have Taurus here twice. You also have the Devil, which could be a Capricorn coming in for you. So, it could be any sign, general reading, but those are the two signs that are showing up the most here in the reading. The Ten of Cups would say that you are going to be very happy. So if you're looking for love, definitely could be love. Even if you're not looking for love, this could just be something that you will love. This could be a hobby, a business, a job, something that brings a lot of happiness in for you. You have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is usually Taurus, but it could be any earth sign that's coming in for you. The King of Pentacles is a card of convention, like I said. I like the King of Pentacles. I would say that, the reason he represents convention is because he always does what works. And he has maybe been doing what works for a very long period of time, which really there's nothing wrong with doing what works. But he only does what works. He doesn't take any time to innovate. He doesn't take any time to try new things in life. And I always say with the King of Pentacles, like 80% of the time, do what works. Duh. But like 20% of the time, I would be innovating and trying new things. And really only for the reason that we have Pluto in Aquarius. And Pluto in Aquarius rewards innovation, so I would be trying to innovate or trying new things as much as you possibly can with the King of Pentacles, and yeah, that's just what I would focus on. You have the Devil. The Devil, of course, can represent toxic energy or toxic vibes, but I actually don't feel too bad about this. Number one, I feel like you're getting to work. The Devil is Saturn and Capricorn, and so you could just be getting to work, and I kind of get that feeling here. The other thing is you could just be attracting a Capricorn into your life, and there you go. It could be a person with Capricorn in their chart or something else, but definitely I feel this is like a person, but I don't think it's a devil person. I do feel that you are attracting a good person if you're attracting love into your life. So I wouldn't really worry about that. One thing I will say is that we go Five of Swords to the Seven of Wands. So if you are, we are in Mercury retrograde, so obviously if you have a past person, I would put boundaries up against past people with those energies there. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, but she's also about moving towards your happiness. She has this sunflower right here, and that sunflower points towards the sun. So she needs to do whatever she can to move closer to the sun, towards things that bring her love, joy, happiness, peace, growth, abundance, all those good feelings. And that's what I would focus on with the Queen of Wands, is like doing things or creating things that, make you feel good. And I would be moving in those directions. She allows the sun to be her guide. And because of that, she becomes more successful. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands would be quick success. So if you are looking for love, we go up to the Six of Wands, which is also a victory. You definitely could be attracting like a very successful connection, or a connection that will be very successful very quickly. So, I definitely like to see that. With the Devil, you have the Death card. Going this way up to the Five of Swords to the Seven of Wands. Some of you could be putting a past connection to rest with the Death card. On the Death card, the King is dead underneath the Death Rider, and the King being dead underneath the Death Rider kind of says that even kings die. Even things that we think are going to last forever, usually they don't. The other funny thing is we were talking about beliefs with the Hierophant, and this guy right here, he kind of looks like the Hierophant. He's a pope, and he is begging for his life on the Death card, and it can represent those beliefs that we are holding on to, that we don't want to let go of, but we know we need to let go of so that we can have a new beginning. We also have Neptune and Pisces, and I believe that Neptune and Pisces is all about traditional belief and those belief systems that we gained since we were children. And Neptune and Pisces is like a direct challenge to those beliefs. So a lot of the lessons that we learn during Neptune and Pisces, it are those lessons that make you kind of see the other side. So it's like if you always believed that if you were raised to believe that money is hard, then maybe you have been shown a bunch of examples of people who have earned money very easily, and maybe it triggered you. But maybe it triggered you in a good way because maybe it got you to understand that things don't have to be so hard. Same thing in love. It's like maybe you were raised in a broken home or, had divorce, and maybe you've been seeing a lot of like happy couples, even if you don't believe it. And, it's like these challenges are trying to get you to grow past those belief systems. And again, that's what Neptune and Pisces is all about. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this tricky situation. It says a sly approach is necessary in order to safely navigate a tricky situation. You have this Taurus card again, definitely could be attracting a Taurus here. And it says perseverance. Remember, slow and steady wins a race. Awaken your inner bull to give you patience. I don't think this is a bad, tricky situation that you're in. I kind of feel these two cards are both saying don't give up on something that you've been working on. So if you've been working on a project, a business, a goal, I think you need to keep pushing with these two energies and not give up for sure. You have the Six of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. You have two sixes, which if you've been watching me for a while, you know I love two sixes. Two sixes basically says you're on the right path, you're going in the right direction, you're doing the right things you need to be doing to get to where you need to go. And the Six of Wands would definitely be success on that journey. The Six of Wands, he's also being celebrated after going through something very difficult. So he's been on a long, difficult journey with the Six Wands, and now he's coming back and he's being celebrated for his victory. So a lot of you could feel like you're being celebrated at this time, or you're about to in the near future feel like you are being celebrated for, overcoming things. You have the Five of Swords. Sometimes I just feel the Five of Swords is about taking a risk. So the Five of Swords is my risk-taking card. It just says we have to take some sort of risk to get something that we want. And I do feel like there is a risk that you have to take, and it's probably based off of something that you're trying to manifest with this Magician right here. So if you are trying to manifest anything, the Five of Swords says, a bigger risk. And we start with this Come to the Edge card. So, sometimes I feel with the Come to the Edge card, it kind of reminds me of the Star card. The Star card, she is just kind of like dipping her toes in the water. I love the Star card, but, sometimes I feel with the Star card, it says you need to rip your clothes off and cannonball into the deep end. You can't just dip your toes in the water. If you want something to be successful, you have to make the full commitment. And that could be the risk that you're taking, especially with this Come to the Edge card. This could say that you're pushing yourself in a good way. Don't push yourself too much, obviously. Like, don't burn yourself out. That's not what we're talking about. But what we are talking about with these two cards is, again, making that 110% commitment to something being successful and, kind of cannonballing into the deep end. You have the Six of Pentacles as well. Six of Pentacles and Justice both say you need to pay attention to what's working. He is giving to this person here, but not this person, because maybe he's getting a better result by investing over here with this person. So with the Six of Pentacles, we really have to pay attention to cause and effect. We really have to pay attention to where we are planting our seeds as well, so that we can get a better result for the work that we're doing, or just for fairness. With the Six of Wands, you have the Justice card again. So, like I said, I think that you need to pay attention to where you are investing your energy. This could be some sort of justice coming in for you as well. All three water signs had a lot of stuff about karma. Cancer literally had a karmic card, whatever it was called, and Pisces had something very similar as well. So, it could be a collective water sign energy where water signs are just getting, positive karma for the things that they've been through. With the Five of Swords, yes, you have the World, which is an accomplishment. This whole entire reading is basically about an accomplishment. But with the Five of Swords, again, you're going to have to take the risk to go all in. So I would go all in on whatever it is that you're working on or creating. We also see a lot of movement here in this reading. You have the Eight of Wands right next to this World card. Both cards can represent moving or movement, and a lot of you could be making moves, or you could be deciding to move. And if you are deciding to make those moves, there could be a lot of success with the World. And the World is also Capricorn, so you have a lot of Taurus and Capricorn in this reading. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess, which you have twice as well. There is something that you know, which we already said, and I really feel like you need to trust that inner knowing that you have right now, because clearly it's something that's very intuitive. that could lead to a lot of success in the future. So if you feel like you know that you should do something, or if you are feeling pulled towards something, I would definitely move towards it. It could be anything. It could be a person, a place, or a thing that you are feeling this like inner pull towards. And I feel like your intuition is trying to guide you towards something that will be very successful for you. So I would definitely do it. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this prepare and approve card. Some of you, I feel like you need to prepare to be approved for something. So if you have applied for something, you could be getting approval with these two cards. I also feel like you need to prepare to commit to something because we have the Seven of Wands right here. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is going to be successful, like when you truly believe deep down inside that something is for you and you internalize that belief, that's where you will truly be successful. So, I think if you believe something, then it will be true with the Seven of Wands. You have the Magician. The Magician is all about manifestation. The Magician is also about reinvention as well. He has a snake wrapped around his waist, and it represents the Ouroboros. A lot of you could be reinventing yourselves, or you could be changing yourselves in some way. And we also have the Death card. So again, I think that for a lot of you, you are undergoing a significant change to your belief system. When we change our belief system, chances are we're probably going to also change ourselves, which the Magician is basically all about that. So I think a lot of you could be changing yourselves. I always pull the card he's pointing to, which is this one right here. It says face your fears. Yes, again, it can be scary when you change yourself because if you have a bunch of people in your life that have always known you as being a certain way and you change yourself, it can be scary because maybe they're going to walk away from you, or, maybe they're going to freak out, or who the hell knows what will happen. So I think a lot of you have to face your fears. And again, you have that come to the edge card, which says you have to push yourself to that point where you would normally give up on something. You have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about trusting your intuition. I would definitely trust your intuition at this time. I think your intuition is, delivering messages or trying to tell you something. And so I would trust your inner knowingness or your inner messages at this time with the High Priestess for sure. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, time to get started. The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the tarot that isn't making any moves. And the good news is he's showing up in the good stuff, which would say that you are going to make a move or you're going to actually experience some progress here. So I'm not too worried about it. But again, I think that your next step should be your first step, meaning that the next step for you is to take that first step towards, whatever this is right here. Whatever is a little bit of a risk or whatever you need to fully commit to, I would just take that first little step. Literally, the Six of Pentacles says the same thing. And you have the Six of Pentacles twice, right? Or no, I'm making that up. You have it once, but still. With the Magician, you have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing, being very happy. We have a lot of happiness in the reading. So a lot of you could be feeling just better. You could just be feeling more happy at this time or more fulfilled. The Ace of Cups with the Magician would also represent manifesting through the energy of love. So that doesn't have to be a person. That is just saying that you are coming from a place of love. And if you do that, you will manifest much faster. You could also be manifesting love because there's a lot of love in the reading. Here you go. With the High Priestess, you have the King of Pentacles as well. So we have King of Pentacles twice, and definitely could be an Earth sign. If it's not an Earth sign, it could definitely be like this would be like Pisces with Earth or Earth with Pisces. You have Taurus here, Leo, Scorpio. You have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Capricorn with the World. You have Libra. So I just listed all 12 signs. It could be any sign, but I think that it's probably a person who is very grounded, or a person who has a lot of earth in their chart if you are looking for love. So like I said, that's what I would focus on there. You have this arrow card. It says you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Again, you know already. You have the King of Swords. You have that deep knowing card. I think you already know the direction that you need to move in, and I would just do it, Scorpio, plain and simple. You have this Caterpillar card. It says, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. The whole entire reading, we were talking about a big change. So, I think things are changing for you significantly. I think you can speed this change up. You have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands can represent making things happen faster. And so for you to speed things up, again, I think the trick is to push yourself a little bit past the point, just like a little bit outside your comfort zone. You don't have to go crazy, but just pushing yourself a little bit outside your comfort zone will make all the difference. You have this Rose card that says romance is in the air. So definitely, clearly, there's definitely love coming in for you here. For some of you, I feel like someone doesn't even know you exist. Like, I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'm just saying, I think that there's a person, you might have your eye on a person that just doesn't know that you're interested here, with this going this way. So the Knight of Pentacles would represent taking action. I think I've said this to you before, Scorpio. I'm wondering if you've been interested in a person in a while, because I think I told you to like run someone over with your car as a joke. Don't literally do that. That was a joke, right? But I think you need to get this person's attention. You have this Fox card. It says shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Really good stuff for money. So anything you're doing with money is good. You have this dragon that says beware of self-delusion. I mean, Mercury retrograde, I think we all are delusional right now. So, whatever. There you go. Thank you for being here, Scorpio. Looks really good. And definitely enjoy your week.